Welcome back to the ballpark, everybody, as we get set for first pitch in our nightcap of this doubleheader. It's Carson-Newman trying to salvage this doubleheader after falling to Lenoir-Rhyne in game number 1 here today by 14-6 margin as Matt Bradley will get the baseball. The senior from Talbot, Tennessee, will be making his 11th start of the year. He's 5-0 with a 3.61 ERA in the first pitch of the ball game. Misses off the plate for ball 1, and we are underway here at 3:25. Right-hander into his motion as he pitches, and Laskowski takes down and in, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. Just like that, right out of the gates here. Laskowski was great in game number 1. 3 hits, 3 RBIs, the 2-0. Swing and a miss on a high heater. Trying to jump all over the top of that, and came up empty on it. 311 hitter, 3 home runs, 32 driven in. 2 balls, 1 strike. Bradley pitches, and Laskowski fouls it up the first base line, 2-2. Defensively behind Bradley, it's go forth Griffin and Jackson left, right in the outfield. Bose, Genter, Carpenter, Daughtry third to first, and Parkinson back behind the plate. The 2-2 pitch. Just missed down and in. A pretty good-looking pitch that time around from Bradley. Didn't get the call. Bradley was great in his last start, 5 2/3 scoreless at Tusculum. In fact, he's given up just 1 run in his last 2 starts. And a payoff pitch coming here to the LR leadoff batter. And it's right down the middle with a changeup, and Laskowski knew it. Strike 3 called. I don't think Laskowski was expecting that pitch right there. And that fastball, or that changeup rather, dotted the zone, and Laskowski takes strike 3. So here's Wayne Kuda, 3 hits and 4 at-bats, including a home run. In game 1, scoreless in the first, and Bradley starts him with a fastball that Kuda fouls back into the right. One strike and nothing to count. Bradley works out of the full windup as he gets the sign from Parkinson and pitches. Sliders a swing and a miss. He gets ahead now at no balls and 2 strikes. Bradley's been very good for Carson-Newman. Typically, the Eagles are in line to win when he's out there. The 0-2 misses outside with a slider. Got moves to a ball and 2 strikes. Carson-Newman 25-9 in Bradley's career when he starts. The 1-2 misses well low and outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Bradley gets the sign and the break even. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Back-to-back punch-outs for Bradley. He's come out looking very good right at the outset. And the senior right-hander with 2 outs and nobody on will deal with Drew Yanesta. He likewise hit a long ball and went 2 for 5 with 3 RBIs. Each of the 4 hitters in the LR lineup had multi-hit days, combining for 11 of the team's 18. As Bradley's first pitch is a slider that's a swing and a miss. Down and away for strike 1. Yanesta, it's from the right-hand side, scoreless in the first. Bradley into his motion, he pitches. And a fastball is on the outside corner for a strike at 0-2. Well, one of the things that Bradley always does is he works quickly. He's very decisive out there on the mound. And he's right now ready with the 2-strike pitch. Here it is. Twirled a fastball up there and missed outside from the right-hander. Bradley's been excellent across his career. The 1-2 pitch. Slider well off the plate. 2 balls and 2 strikes. He's been one of the more consistent pitchers for the Eagles. 15-7 in his career. Also has 9 saves. The 2-2 pitch. Check swing. They do not ask for the appeal. I thought originally that they were, and now the count goes full at 3-2. Skylar Anderson's calling the balls and strikes in this game. Randy Hartz is at first, and Ricky Maddox is at third. Your coaching lines for this one. Or your umpire lines, rather. The 3-2. Now a swing and a miss. Strike 3. Slider down and away, and Bradley strikes out the side in the opening frame. Good work there by Matt Bradley in a quick, efficient opening inning. He strikes out the side. Now here come the Carson-Newman bats. Henry Jackson in the bottom of the first inning against Andrew Patrick. When we come back, LR0. Carson-Newman coming to bat when we come back on the Eagle Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Insurance, it's about people, not things. It's about security. It's about confidence. It's about relationships. It's about trust. It's about you. As a local independent agent, Bible Insurance Agency can design an insurance program that's just right for you and your family. Give the people you love safe, sound, secure protection from Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency, 423-586-4320, or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown.
After Matt Bradley strikes out the side in the first inning, Eagles are coming to the plate here in the bottom of inning number one as Lenoir-Rhyne gives the baseball to Andrew Patrick, 6'3", 210-pound redshirt junior from Catawba, North Carolina. He is having a solid season out there on the rubber. 7-1 with a 3.19 ERA this year. Opponents hitting just .202 against him this year. And he gets the baseball as Lenoir-Rhyne has set a program record with 36 wins this year. Scoreless in the first, Henry Jackson to lead off. Patrick's first pitch misses low for ball one. Jackson in game number one, 2 for 3. He was on base 4 consecutive plate appearances. Patrick works out of the full windup as he's into his motion, and the 1-0. That's a breaking ball in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Game time temperature for this one, 70 degrees. We're cloudy now here at the ballpark. The 1-1 pitch misses low. 2 balls and a strike. It's a pleasant day out there. Carson-Newman looking to split this twin bill here and set up a rubber match tomorrow. The 2-1. This is down and outside. It's 3 balls and 1 strike. Very good at bat working right here. Well, a lot of the other games around the league starting to get started. Wingate at Tusculum is underway, and Anderson at Queens in game 2 about ready to get started. Jackson fouls the 3-1 pitch off to the right-hand side. Outruns Foote, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Carson-Newman at 9-9 now in league play. LR up to 14-5. Winners of 10 in a row overall and 7 straight in league action. The payoff pitch now to Jackson. Grounded towards third base. Ramirez gobbles it up, throws over to first. It's low, but picked out of there by Perino. And the leadoff man retired in the opening inning. Defensively behind Patrick, it goes Yanesta, Kuda, Bell, left to right. Ramirez, Attilis, Laskowski, Perino, third to first, and Stober behind the plate. Right-hand pitcher now deals with Micah Genter. And Patrick pitches and throws a curveball in the outside corner for strike 1. Genter 1 for 5 with a run scored. In that opening game, has run his hitting streak to now 6 in a row. Patrick's 1 strike offering. Genter flies it, third base side, giving it a look Ramirez, and he will run out of room. No, check that. He'll make the catch. Shielded over there, and he makes a nice play in foul ground. Ramirez had a pretty good amount of space to run, and That's right in our blind spot down the third base line. And Ramirez did a good job right over towards the tarp, right along the fence. He put his right hand on the fence, and he made the catch. So with 2 outs and nobody on, here's Killian Daughtry, scoreless in the first. Patrick's first pitch, right down the middle. First strike, 1 called. Daughtry 0 for 3 in the first game. Patrick peers over that black glove as he has the sign. And now turns loose the 0-1 and gets another fastball in the outside corner to get ahead at 0-2. Once again, Patrick ahead. And the 2-strike offering is on the way. That's way up and in on a fastball. 1-2. Carson-Newman's won back-to-back conference series, but they'll need to win these final 2 to win a 3rd straight for the first time since 2016. Patrick's ahead at 1-2. He nods in agreement with Stober. And the 1-2. Check swing from Daughtry. They appeal down to first. And Randy Hart says that Daughtry was able to stay back on it to even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Do both pitchers toss us scoreless? Opening frame with a count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Patrick pitches, and Daughtry flies it into right field. Bell heading over towards the line, and the right fielder's there to make the running grab and end the inning. Well, Carson-Newman goes quietly in the first, just like Lenoir-Rhyne did. And we've played an inning of baseball, 6 up, 6 down, combined between these clubs. We're scoreless, heading to the second here on the Eagle Sports Network.
Protect your home from unwanted electrical surges like lightning. AEC can install a surge protection device at your electric meter. The device works by diverting excess voltage either back into the system or to the ground. AEC also offers power strips for use inside your home to protect electronics and other items. The cost of this protective service from AEC is $9.95 per month. Ordering today affords you no connection fee. AEC. We're power with purpose.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long, from the morning with her $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
We're scoreless as Lenoir-Rhyne comes to the plate in the top of the second inning. No base runners so far for either team, and Nick Clarno will lead off the second for Lenoir-Rhyne after Matt Bradley struck out the side on 17 pitches in the first. Clarno bunts the first pitch. Let's see. The home plate umpire, Skylar Anderson, I think, is ruling perhaps that ball made contact after it hit the ground with Clarno after he was out of the batter's box. And those umpires are going to have a chat about this as he tried to bunt his way aboard. And they call it a foul ball after the discussion. And we're getting another look at it here. Clarno bunts it off of the ground. He's still in the box, and that left foot was nearly outside, but still hugging the line. Now the 1 strike. He does bunt this one. It's up the third base line. It bounces fair, and it goes foul. Bo's there to pick it. And the count's at 2 strikes and nothing. Well, Clarno doubles down on the bunt attempts, and it puts him in a 2 strikes and nothing hole. Clarno is 3 for 4 with an RBI and a couple runs scored in game 1 today. The time called. Bradley's ready to go as he's ahead at 0-2. And he spins up the 0-2 pitch, misses near the brown turf. to make it a ball and 2 strikes. Well, a really good crowd here. A lot of the fans that were here for game 1 have stuck around. The 1-2 pitch. Hit in the air out to right field. Jackson giving chase into the alleyway. He leaps, and it's over his head. Lerno's hustling to second base, and he'll be in there with a leadoff double. Well, I think Jackson might want to have that opportunity back. He didn't take the best route to that ball. Needed to go back a little bit further as he leaped into the air. And Clarno, after trying to bunt twice, ends up with a double. Well, Jackson was also losing his hat, too, and he was trying to get rid of that. And so a leadoff double. Corner infield comes in with Luis Attilas stepping into the box. Scoreless in the second, and Bradley will look back Clarno. Attilas was 1 for 5 with a 2-run homer in game 1 here today. Bradley stretches, now pitches, and Attilas squares the bunt and pushes it foul at the third base side. LR not getting its sacrifices down. Anderson leads Queens 8-5. That game is getting late in that opening contest. So a game that certainly this LR team wants to keep an eye on. A pickoff back to second, and Clarno is out. Matt Bradley throwing back to second base. Micah Genter sneaks in behind Clarno, and he gets picked off. Bradley quickly spun around, made a good throw to the second base bag, and Clarno can't get back in time. And now an 0-1 pitch is a swing and miss by Attilas. No balls and 2 strikes. Bradley into his motion. Here it is. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Parkinson has it pop out of his mitt, and he puts the tag into the chest of Attilas to complete the strikeout. So that is punch out number 4 for Bradley. And just like that, 2 outs and nobody on. So the pickoff really helps. It's the 3rd out on the base paths in this series for LR. And now Anthony Perino, who had a couple extra base hits and 5 at-bats in game 1. Bradley pitches and misses just low below the knees for ball 1. Carson-Newman and Lenoir-Rhyne deadlocked here in the second at 0. 1-0 pitch. Hit high in the air, down the right field line. Daughtry running. Jackson coming on. The right fielder is onto the incline, makes the catch as he goes to a knee, and retires Perino to end the inning. So despite the leadoff double, the pickoff helps the cause, and Bradley faces the minimum in the second. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. We're scoreless here at the Silver Diamond Baseball Complex on the Eagle Sports Network.
My name is Cadet Amber Calvillo. I'm in the 278th in the Army National Guard, and I currently go to Carson-Newman. I joined the Tennessee Army National Guard for the experience mainly, so I can say that I'm a part of something totally bigger than myself.
Text 278-ACR to 70000 to join the Tennessee Army National Guard. Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles. Call 423-585-4000 for the Carson-Newman rate. Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles. Call 423-585-4000 for the Carson-Newman rate. Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles. Call 423-585-4000 for the Carson-Newman rate. Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles. Call 423-585-4000 for the Carson-Newman rate. Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles.
Andrew Patrick threw just 13 pitches to get out of a 1-2-3 first. Both teams have sent just the minimum to the plate as Carson-Newman bats for the second time. Harrison Travis, whose batting average has climbed over 300. Now at 304 on the season, thanks to a 2-for-4 day in game 1 with an RBI hit. His Stands in here in the second. Patrick back to work, and the big right-hander nods in agreement for the sign as he pitches, and Travis swings and misses on a fastball down and in. Patrick gets ahead at 1-0. Well, for Patrick, at the beginning of this season, he was 6 innings plus pretty much every time out. Hasn't been the case of late. The 0-1. Travis hits this one in the air out to center field. Kuda going all the way back towards the wall. Looking up. See you later. Harrison Travis homers for the 5th time this week. The 8th of the season. Puts Carson-Newman on top for the first time in the series. 1-0 in the second. On an 0-1 pitch. It's the 8th of the season for Travis. So a long ball from Harrison Travis and a 1-0 lead. And here's Andrew Carpenter. Then the first pitch is a swing and a miss. A breaking ball down by Patrick. Patrick works out of the full windup as he turns loose the 0-1, and Carpenter watches a fastball in the inside corner for a strike. Patrick, fastball, slider, heavy in those two mixes. Can touch about 92, 93. Sits in the low 80s to low 90s as he pitches. And a foul ball back. Count holding at 0-2. What a week Travis has been on. 16 of his last 28 hits have gone for extra bases, including now 7 homers. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. High slider this time around in the first punch out for Patrick. And with 1 out, nobody on, Matt Parkinson, who homered in game number 1, will get his turn. Well, Travis is listed as a catcher, but he hasn't done much catching this season. You combine him with Parkinson, who had 3 hits for the first time this year in game 1. Great duo there. Patrick starts Parkinson with a breaking ball that skips all the way back towards Zach Bose in the on-deck circle for ball 1. As I was mentioning about Patrick, walks have really been his biggest issue all season long. He's walked multiple batters every single game this year. 1-0, swing and a miss. 1-1. But that's not Carson-Newman's strong suit. The Eagles, they don't strike out very frequently, but they also don't draw a lot of walks. They're ultra aggressive early in counts. 1-1 the count. And Patrick pitches, and Parkinson late on a fastball inside to fall behind at 1-2. Patrick has not thrown more than 5 innings since March 11th. That's when he struck out 12 Tusculum Pioneers. The 1-2. Check swing by Parkinson on a slider in the dirt away. 2-2. Millar asked for an appeal, but Skylar Anderson didn't need one. Even in the count at 2-2. So with all those walks, that's why Patrick probably isn't able to make it very deep into ball games. High pitch counts. Now the 2-2 pitch coming. Bounces it up there a few feet in front of the plate to run the count full at 3-2. Patrick waits for Parkinson to get back in the box. Now he does so. Nods his head as he gets the grip on the baseball in that black glove. And now the payoff pitch. Parkinson strikes out swinging. Slider that lingered up in the zone on the inner half. And Parkinson couldn't get the bat head out there in time. So with 2 outs now after the Travis leadoff home run. It brings Zach Bose to the plate. He homered in game number 1 here today. right-hand pitcher ready to go. And he starts Bose with a fastball for a strike. Well, the other interesting note about Travis's home runs, that is his third consecutive home run in which he's hit to lead off an inning here this week. 1-strike pitch coming to Bose. He swings and misses on a slider down to fall in an 0-2 hole. I'll tell you what, Bose has had some swings today on some breaking balls that you normally don't see from him. But Patrick is buckled in after the long ball to Travis. No balls and 2 strikes. Here it is. And that bounces up there low and away. A ball and 2 strikes. A lot of the Carson-Newman home runs this season have come early in ball games. Nothing changing here in the second inning. A 1-0 lead in the bottom of inning number 2. 2 outs, nobody on. Here's the 1-2. Bose bounces it right back to the mound. Patrick grabs it. The first baseman was off of the bag, and there is no out. I don't know what in the world happened there with Perino. He ran to his right-hand side. That ball was bounced right back to the mound. Should have ended the inning. Instead, Perino took 2 steps to his right, and he never could run back to the bag as Bose wins the race to the bag. And Patrick doesn't even throw it over there. I think if he throws it, Perino still gets him, but Patrick was just thrown off by the fact that Perino wasn't on the bag. And with 2 outs and a runner at first, here's Luke Goforth. A throw over to first base sends Bose back diving. I mean, for Perino, I don't know if he just didn't get a very good read on that ball, if he thought maybe it was bouncing out in that direction. And he just took a couple steps to his right, and that put him out of position. Goforth swings and fouls it back on the first offering, and it's 1-0. Well, Goforth got into the game in game number 1. Had a single, was hit by a pitch on base twice and 3 times. Can Carson-Newman make LR pay? Patrick pauses, now pitches. He misses high. Well, at the very least, what it does is it forces Patrick to throw a few more pitches in this inning. Bose leading away from first. It's a modest lead over there, as Patrick will come set and glance over in that direction and throw a check on Bose, who gets back safely. Carson-Newman wearing the Carolina blue uniform tops with the white pants. LR with the white pants and the maroon and black tops. 1 ball and 1 strike to Goforth. Patrick pitches, and Goforth swings at a fastball up around his shoulders. Ball pops into the mid of Stober. Makes the count a ball and 2 strikes. Overcast for the nightcap of this ball game. Bose leading away from first base with 2 outs after an infield single. A 1-2. Goforth strikes out swinging. Lunges after a slider down and away. And at the end of it all, it is a striking out of the side by the right-hand pitcher. And Carson-Newman settles for just the leadoff home run from Harrison Travis. We've played 2. Eagles on top of the 21st ranked Bears. 1-0 here on the Eagles Sports Network.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source. Matt Bradley has a 1-0 lead to work with after Harrison Travis's home run in the second. And here in the third inning, Bryce Stober leads off for LR, his first at bat of the series. And he swings at the first pitch and fouls it back to the screen for strike one. Stober, a .268 hitter this year. No homers, 10 RBIs. He's the second catcher for this crew, the 0-1. He lines this one out to left field. Goforth has to run in, still coming in, and he's there with two hands to make the catch on a sinking liner out towards left field. And a very nice play by Goforth, adjusting to it. And Matt Bradley will now go to work on David Bell. Bell had a very fine day, and really his at-bat changed the entire complexion of Game 1. 2 for 4 in that one as Bradley pitches, and Bell lines this one out to left field, hanging in the air, off the top of the wall, stays in the park. Goforth bare hands and gets it back into the infield as Bell coasts into second base. Second double of the game for the Bears, and it comes with one out here in the third. That ball hung in the air, and with the way that some balls fly at this park, you never know when it's going to get out of here. And it just hit about 14 feet up the wall of that 18-foot high fence. And with one out, Eric Ramirez will bat. 2 for 5 out of the 9-hole in game number 1. And with Carson-Newman clinging to a 1-0 edge here in the top of the third inning. Bradley to the stretch for the second time today as he pitches. And Ramirez pops it up straight back behind us, out of play. Games around the league this weekend. Limestone at Wise, Anderson at Queens, Wingate at Tusculum, Catawba at Newberry. That's the best one of the weekend. The pitch, swing and a miss on a good slider, 0-2. And Coker at Lincoln Memorial. All the games that you can expect this weekend. That Catawba-Newberry game has massive implications for how the league standings will play out and who gets those coveted top 4 seeds. The 0-2. Hit in the air off first, out of play. Carson-Newman now 0-5 against top 25 teams this year. The Eagles typically get at least one of those a year. 2 strikes and nothing, and time called by Ramirez. Bradley now gets the sign. Ramirez back in there. 2-strike pitch. High off of the glove of Parkinson. And that'll get the runner over to third base. That'll be a pass ball on Parkinson. And that puts the tying run at third base with less than 2 outs. That makes it a 1-2 count here to Ramirez. Well, it was a fastball, but, I mean, it wasn't too high up in the zone, and Parkinson just short-armed it and took his eyes off of it. So now the infield in for the Eagles in a 1-0 game as Bradley pitches, and it's a swing and a miss. Ramirez chases a slider well out of the zone, and it is the 5th punch-out for Bradley and a massive strikeout. It's the second out here, the third.
Now batting second baseman, number 13, Cole Laskowski.
And with 2 out and a runner at third base, the infield back now as Laskowski stands in, and he dribbles a ball at the first baseline foul. Strike one. He struck out looking in the first. Carson-Newman's infield back, other than Zach Bose, who's a step behind the third base bag. The 0-1. Laskowski swings and misses. Fastball in. 0-2. Laskowski tormented Carson-Newman pitching in game 1 today. Bradley's ahead at 0-2 here in the third. A 1-0 lead for the Eagles. The pitch. Laskowski hits it in the air out to left center field. Griffin shading backs, has some room in front of the warning track. And he makes the running grab with one hand, reaching up with a black leather glove to end the inning. Bradley, for the second consecutive inning, works around a double as LR strands its first runner on base. 3 shutout innings for Bradley. Carson-Newman leads Lenoir-Rhyne 1-0. Bottom of the third inning, Griffin, Jackson, Genter to the bat rack when we come back on the Eagle Sports Network.
Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles. Call 423-585-4000 for the Carson-Newman rate. Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles. Call 423-585-4000 for the Carson-Newman rate. Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles. Call 423-585-4000 for the Carson-Newman rate. Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles. Call 423-585-4000 for the Carson-Newman rate. Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles.
AEC is a distributor for Marathon energy-efficient water heaters. We offer 30-gallon to 105-gallon tanks. Marathon water heaters are durable, lightweight, and warranted not to leak as long as you own your home. Foam insulation allows these thermal storage units to provide long-lasting temperature control. Marathon's lightweight tank is easier to maneuver and position. And the bowl-shaped tank bottom allows complete sediment draining. AEC. We're power with purpose.
Carson-Newman has a 1-0 edge on 21st-ranked Lenoir-Rhyne as the Eagles step to the plate in the bottom of the third inning. A Harrison Travis leadoff home run in the second. His 5th of the week has given Carson-Newman the lead, and Jordan Griffin will get his turn. 0 for 5 in game 1 today as his average has dipped below 400. Patrick pitches, and Griffin flies the first pitch off of first base. Perino will give it a look, and this one will fall out of play down the right field corner. 1 strike and nothing to Griffin. Griffin, though, still 3 homers and 30 driven in. His average has dropped below 400 for the first time this season. Patrick shakes off a couple signs from Stober before he gets something that he likes. Now here comes an 0-1. And a fastball is right down the middle for a strike, 0-2. Griffin, the 9-hole batter. He's the only man in this game that has not hit so far until now. Patrick gets ahead at 0-2. He continues to shake off Stober for finally getting something that he likes. And the 0-2 slider is grounded out towards short. Attilas picks it up near his left shoelace, throws on the run over to first, and he just does nab Griffin by a step with a good lean from Perino. And the leadoff man retired for Carson-Newman in this third inning. Flipping the lineup over in the leadoff hitting, Henry Jackson will get his turn. He grounded to third, his only time up. Carson-Newman 1, Lenoir-Rhyne 0. Bottom of the third inning of this 7-inning ball game. Patrick pretty dialed in right now, just 36 pitches. And he starts Jackson with a slider, and Jackson stings it out towards right center. Really good jump by Kuda. And he's into the alleyway to make the catch. That jump by Kuda was spectacular. I mean, that ball against a lot of center fielders probably gets down. But he saw that one right off the bat and made it look easy in the alleyway. So with 2 outs and nobody on, Micah Genter will get his turn. Pop out and foul ground, his only time up. 1-0 Eagles in the third. Patrick starts the left-handed hitting shortstop with a fastball that goes all the way to the backstop for ball 1. Well, hasn't been all that stressful of a game for Patrick either. The home run to Travis. And then he had a bouncer back to the mound with Perino not covering the bag. Gave up a hit with 2 outs. Other than that, pretty good. 1-0. Backdoors a slider on the outside corner. 1-1. He just struck out the side in the second and is looking to retire the side in clean fashion for the second time today here in the third. 1-1 pitch. Genter lines it out towards right center. Kuda's not going to grab this one. It bounces once. Kuda cuts it off, spins around, throws it high to the infield, but Genter will hustle into second base and get in there with a sliding 2-out double. Kuda made a good play in the alleyway and a good pirouette, but didn't get a lot on the throw, and that allowed Genter to hustle into second base with a 2-out double. Second 2-out hit of the game for the Eagles, who are now up to 3 now on the day. Carson-Newman 1, 21st ranked Lenoir-Rhyne 0. Bottom of the third inning. And Killian Daughtry, who lined out to right field his only time in the box, stands in. Patrick stretches, first base side of the rubber. Lifts the leg and fires, and Daughtry rolls one third base side, but foul. 1 strike and nothing here to Killian Daughtry. Well, Carson-Newman this season has 104 2-out RBIs. Killian Daughtry is tied for the team lead with 13. Is number 14 in the books right here. With Genter out at second base, 0-1 the count. Patrick deals. Daughtry shoots it through the right side of the infield for a base hit. Genter gets the wave around third. Bell's throw coming in towards the plate. It is way late. Genter in safely. Throw back to second. They get Daughtry for the out, but it's an RBI knock for Killian Daughtry. It's his 14th 2-out RBI of the season. And Carson-Newman extends the lead, now 2-0 after 3 innings. Good piece of hitting by Daughtry to go the opposite field through the right side of the infield. And a good throw, though, at the back end by Stober to get it to second base to get the out, and that ends the inning. Carson-Newman gets the run, and they now lead it 2-0 after 3 here on the Eagle Sports Network.
My name is Cadet Amber Calvillo. I'm in the 278th in the Army National Guard, and I currently go to Carson-Newman. I joined the Tennessee Army National Guard for the experience mainly, so I can say that I'm a part of something totally bigger than myself.
Text 278-ACR to 70000 to join the Tennessee Army National Guard.
We select our insurance companies the same way you do, very carefully. When you work with us, you can count on receiving fast, courteous, and professional service and quality protection through Auto Owners Insurance. For a no-problem approach for your life, home, car, and business insurance needs, ask us about the No Problem Company, Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency at 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown, serving the Lakeway area's insurance needs since 1931.
2-0 Carson-Newman in the fourth is Matt Bradley's first pitch of the inning to Wade Kuda is on the inside corner with an off-speed pitch for strike one. 2-0 Eagles now in the fourth. And the 0-1 pitch is on the outside corner for strike two. Kuda leading off the inning here as the 0-2 pitch comes in, and it's a swing and a miss. Second straight at bat that he has fanned Kuda, and that is the 6th strikeout already for Matt Bradley.
Now batting, left fielder, number 23.
His season high this year is 8. He's somewhat on pace for a career high that sits at 11. Drew Yanesta stands in as Bradley pitches, and Yanesta stings one out towards left center field. That drops in front of Jordan Griffin for a base hit. Third consecutive inning. LR has a base hit, and he comes here with one out in the fourth. Yanesta's first poke of the day. And with Carson-Newman leading at 2-0. Nick
number 19, Nick
Clarno will dig in. He doubled the lead off the second, but he was picked off at second base. Carson-Newman 2, Lenoir-Rhyne 0 in the fourth. The runner at first base. The pitch is a good fastball that I'm not sure where it missed. Pretty good from this angle across the belt inside corner and didn't get a call. Yanesta has 7 stolen bases this year. The 1-0. High on the fastball here. 2 balls and no strikes. Bradley struck out the side in the first. Faced the minimum in the second. Gave up the one-out double before stranding Bell at third base in the third. And now a one-out hit from Yanesta. The 2-0. Popped up. Right side of the infield. The second baseman, Carpenter, calls, and midway between the infield grass and the outfield grass on the dirt, he makes the catch. Second out of the inning.
Now batting.
And now
Stop,
Louis
number 5,
Attilis
Attilis.
will get to the plate. He struck out, swinging back in the second. 2-0. Carson-Newman on top in the fourth, and the pitch misses high and tight. Attilis gets his hands out of the way. One ball and no strikes to count. The pitch on the inside corner with a slider for a strike. Good pitch that time by Bradley. Yanesta hasn't really thought about stealing over at first. Bradley's working quickly out there. And now the 1-1 popped up down the right field line. Jackson with a lengthy run. Daughtry giving chase as well. Jackson galloping and cannot come up with a diving effort along the right field line. And the count moves to a ball and 2 strikes. That's a pretty good effort by Jackson as he galloped up the incline. Dove for it and just did slide right past his glove. One ball and 2 strikes. Bradley getting ahead again. He's ready and throws over to first. Yanesta just gets back in time with a headlong lunge. Bradley's already picked off one man. Made a bid for a second there. 2-0. Carson-Newman on top of the fourth. 2 outs on a runner first. The 1-2. High on a fastball. Parkinson throws down to first. Yanesta back to the bag. Bradley looking to end this inning. And strand a runner on base for a second straight frame. The 2-2. Well low and outside. Doesn't entice. Attilis. And that'll allow Yanesta to get a head start. 3 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs. Bradley with 6 strikeouts already. The right-hander has the sign. He pitches, and it's popped up. Parkinson trying to find it. Bradley calling for it. Parkinson steals it away from him in foul ground over towards the batter's box as he comes up with it to end the inning. Well, Bradley's first career start at the collegiate level came at second base. He can certainly field his position. And Parkinson, who initially couldn't find it, was able to locate it and then track to his left-hand side over towards the first base line, step in front of Bradley and make a tough catch. And that ends the inning. Carson-Newman's defense comes up with a good play there. And after 3.5, the Eagles lead it 2-0. They've scored it back-to-back innings. Can they make it 3 straight? Find out next on the Eagle Sports Network.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
At Aramark, this year we go back to our foundation. At Aramark, we are great food and great service with great guests. That is the Aramark way. From coffee at Maples to sandwiches in Stokely, Aramark is here to produce high-quality food for you. A foundation of fresh food, a foundation of speedy service, and a foundation that's built for you, now and for the future. That is the Aramark way.
Carson-Newman leads 21st ranked Lenoir-Rhyne 2-0 as the Eagles step to the plate in the bottom of the fourth. And Harrison Travis is the man stepping to the plate. He has his 8th home run of the season, leading off the second inning. And here he does in the fourth to step to the plate. And Andrew Patrick back to work as he tosses and starts Travis with a slider for strike one. Well, Travis has just had a wonderful week of baseball. He's got his sights set on the team lead in every category. One strike offering, swing and a miss. Travis can't stay back on a pitch downstairs. He now has 8 home runs. That's one shy of Zach Bose for the team lead. And he's tied Bose. Or check that, no, he's 33rd. RBI is tied for second. The 0-2. Swing and a miss on a high fastball here. And Travis is struck out. 4th punch out for Patrick. And with 1 out, nobody on here in the 4th, Andrew Carpenter will stand in. He struck out in the 2nd. 45 pitches for Patrick. Much more economical so far. No walks either. Here's the pitch. Carpenter fouls it down the right field line, out of play. Well, after Carson-Newman touched up Joshua Lanham for the most runs that he'd allowed in a game all season, Eagles have 2 against Patrick. The 0-1. Right down the middle, 0-2. Patrick this year twice has fanned at least 10. And struck out 6 over 5 scoreless against Wise last week. The 0-2. Slider. Missed outside. Stober thought it was strike 3. He was getting ready to chuck it down to third base. And tossed it around the horn. But it missed away. 1-2. Patrick dialed in right now. He's getting into a rocking chair. The 1-2 pitch. Carpenter swings, launches this one out to left field. All Yanesta can do is watch it fly over the wall. 5th dinger of the season for Carpenter. 3-0 Carson-Newman in the 4th. How about that on a 1-2 pitch? 2nd homer of the ball game by Carpenter. After Travis did it back in the 2nd, this is an LR team that had only given up 6 home runs over the last 12 games. And they've now given up 4 in the first 2 games of this series. The fortunate thing for the Bears is they've been solo shots. Carson-Newman has now scored in 3 consecutive innings. And on a 1-2 pitch, Carpenter got a pitch he could hit and crushed it out of the yard to left center. So now Matt Parkinson. Patrick pitching, and he misses with a slider. That bounces before it gets into the glove of Stober. The 1-0 pitch. Fastball at the knees for a strike. Well, if anything has hurt Patrick this year, it has been the long ball. Entering this weekend, he'd given up 1/3 of the team's home runs. 8 of them so far this year. 1-1 pitch. High on a fastball, 2-1. Only one other pitcher has given up more than 2. And that is Austin Edwards, who's the team's Game 3 starter. 2 balls and a strike. Patrick pitches, and Parkinson fouls, backing over our heads. So 2 more home runs given up by Patrick in this one. I mean, think about this. Patrick's given up 10 home runs. He's given up 4 other extra base hits. So typically, if an opponent gets an extra base hit, it's leaving the yard. Otherwise, it's a single. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the break even. High and away on a fastball, 3-2. So the count runs full here. And Patrick in a 3-0 ball game with Carson-Newman on top, looking for more base runners. Patrick's ready. Here's the 3-2, and Parkinson strikes out swinging for the second time today, and it's the fifth punch out for Patrick.
Now batting the third baseman, number 5, Zach Bose.
So with 2 outs and nobody on, Zach Bose, who had an infield single in the second inning when Perino didn't cover first base, will dig into the box. 3-0. Carson-Newman on top of the fourth. Patrick pitches, and a slider is on the inside corner for strike one. Well, it's gone final. In Charlotte, Anderson has beaten Queens 10-6. That bodes well if you're an LR fan. The 0-1. Bose swings and hits a high fly ball to left center field. Kuda going back towards the warning track, and he has room to make the catch and end the inning. But Carson-Newman adds to its lead. A solo home run from Andrew Carpenter has put Carson-Newman on top 3-0 after 4. Matt Bradley back to work when we come back as the Eagles lead by 3 here on the Eagles Sports Network.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
At Aramark, this year we go back to our foundation. At Aramark, we are great food and great service with great guests. That is the Aramark way. From coffee at Maples to sandwiches in Stokely, Aramark is here to produce high-quality food for you. A foundation of fresh food, a foundation of speedy service, and a foundation that's built for you, now and for the future. That is the Aramark way.
Carson-Newman leads Lenoir-Rhyne 3-0 as the Bears come to the plate in the fifth inning. Perino will lead it off in Bradley's first pitch. Perino swings and flies it down the right field line, foul. 1 strike and nothing. Well, Matt Bradley's been very good. 4 shutout innings, 6 strikeouts. He's given up 3 hits. And that was just his 52nd pitch of the day. As he works out of the windup here to Perino, who flew out to right his only time up. And he lines this one, a sinking shot out to short. Genter fields it in the air as he reaches it across his body in front of his right shoelaces to make the catch. That was a good play by Genter on a tough sinking liner to grab it before it hit the ground. With 1 out and nobody on, here's Bryce Stober. 3-0 Eagles in the fifth. Bradley's first pitch is grounded to third, but wide. A foul ball. 1 strike and nothing. Bradley works out of the full windup, ahead at 1 strike. The pitch. Stober dribbles it out towards short. Charging. Genter picks it up on the dirt, throws on the run in time to get Stober at first base. Good jump that time by Micah Genter. Came in charging, and he got a very friendly hop as well, right out in front of his chest. Was able to pluck it and make a good throw to first. And with 2 outs and now nobody on, Bradley has a chance for his second 1-2-3 inning of the day. But David Bell, who doubled his first time up, will stand in. Eagles leading 3-0 as Bradley's first pitch is a slider hit in the air out to left center. Griffin over into the alleyway, takes charge as he's in front of the warning track to make the catch, and that is a clean, quick, and easy 5th inning for Matt Bradley. He's through 5 shutout stanzas. And Carson-Newman with a 3-0 lead in hand will come back to the plate in the bottom of the 5th inning, leading the 21st ranked team in the country, looking to set up a rubber matchup tomorrow. 3-0 Eagles through 4.5 on the Eagles Sports Network.
Protect your home from unwanted electrical surges like lightning. AEC can install a surge protection device at your electric meter. The device works by diverting excess voltage either back into the system or to the ground. AEC also offers power strips for use inside your home to protect electronics and other items. The cost of this protective service from AEC is $9.95 per month. Ordering today affords you no connection fee. AEC. We're power with purpose.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long, from the morning with her $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Carson-Newman has scored in 3 consecutive innings. Solo home run from Harrison Travis, his 5th of the week. A 2-out RBI single from Daughtry in the 3rd. And a solo home run with 1 out by Andrew Carpenter in the 4th. And after losing game 1 of the series 14-6, Carson-Newman has a 3-0 edge on 21st-ranked Lenoir-Rhyne in the bottom of the 5th inning. Can the Eagles score for a 4th consecutive frame? They have 8-9-1 due up against Andrew Patrick. Luke Goforth leads off, a strikeout victim his first time up. And the right-hander delivers out of the windup and misses low and away on a slider to the right-hand hitting Luke Goforth. Patrick now at 58 pitches. He struck out 5, hasn't walked anybody. As he deals the 1-0, Goforth watches a fastball zip high and tight, 2 balls and no strikes. Well, Carson-Newman's aggression at the plate has paid off. 5 hits for the Eagles. No free passes so far against the right-hander that's walked multiples in all 10 starts this year. The 2-0 pitch. Goforth rips it underneath the glove of Ramirez at 3rd and into left field for a base hit. Goforth stops at first base as Yanesta gets it back into the infield. 6th hit of the day. And it is the 2nd time today in which Carson-Newman's leadoff man has reached safely. Now here comes Jordan Griffin, and I'm going to guess that this is a bunting situation for Carson-Newman. Carson-Newman 3. Lenoir-Rhyne 0, last of the 5th inning. 7-inning ball game in the nightcap of this twin bill. Patrick pitches. There goes Griffin to bunt. He pushes it first base side, hugs the line, picked up by Stober as Griffin eludes him. And Stober throws it down to the first baseman, Perino covering. Over to second base goes Goforth, and the sacrifice works 2-3. That ball looked like it actually bounced in foul ground first. And then it hopped back over the line into fair ground. And Chris Ramirez is out of the dugout to have a conversation with the home plate umpire. Maybe even asking whether or not Griffin got in the way of Stober trying to make that play. But for now, it's a sacrifice bunt that works 2-3. We're getting another look at the replay. It bounced in the opposite batter's box, the left-hand hitting batter's box, hopped back over the line. Griffin was all over Stober's backside as he was picking it up and then worked around him, and Stober alertly just elected to throw down to first base. And I think the conversation that Coach Ramirez is having is whether or not Griffin interfered, and now the umpires are going to get together and have a conversation, making the argument that Stober has the right of way to make that play without being interfered with. And the home plate umpire is standing right there. He's got the best look at it. And he's chatting with Ricky Maddox and Randy Hartz about this decision as Goforth stands out at second base for the time being. Carson-Newman 3, Lenoir-Rhyne 0 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. And a lengthy conversation out there as well. Figured this one would be wrapped up pretty quickly. After the two teams combined for 32 hits in Game 1, we have 9 here in game 2. And a much better pitched ball game, but a couple home runs and a 2-out hit from Daughtry are the difference for the Eagles. Well, the umpires break the huddle, and they confirm the original ruling on the field that indeed it is a sacrifice bunt. Griffin was never in front of Stober, although they nearly collided twice, once with the left foot of Griffin onto Stober's backside, and then the second time when Stober was planting to throw, Griffin hopped over him to get from fair ground to foul ground. But it's a sacrifice bunt. First out of the inning, a runner in scoring position for Henry Jackson. Patrick pitches in a bunt attempt. Ends up clinging off of the chest protector of Stober for strike 1. Jackson brought the bat back, and Stober, I think, barely ricocheted off of the glove right into the chest protector, and that flattened the ball against the surface after it bounced. Leading away from second base is Goforth. Eagles looking for insurance. Corner infield in. Patrick's one-strike pitch. High and tight near the hands of Jackson for a ball, 1-1. Patrick, an imposing figure out there at 6'3", 210. Works out of the stretch, rests that left glove, hand underneath his left armpit as he comes set, bringing that together and pitching. And Jackson floats one foul off of first base to fall behind at 1-2. Carson-Newman has some bodies down in the bullpen, but with the way that Matt Bradley is pitching, certainly want to keep him out there, and especially after what happened last week when he left with Carson-Newman leading 1-0 in the 7th, and the Eagles ended up losing that game in walk-off fashion. Patrick looks back, Goforth at second. A cloudy day here after it was sunny to begin the afternoon, but nevertheless a nice day with temperatures around 70 degrees. And Patrick settling in on the first base side of the rubber. The 1-2. Jackson fouls another pitch off into the screen off of first. Keeping the count at a ball and 2 strikes. 3 runs, 6 hits, and a man left on base for Carson-Newman. No runs, 3 hits, no errors, 2 left aboard for Lenoir-Rhyne. Game number 2 of this series. Bears have only beaten Carson-Newman in back-to-back games 1 time in the last 19 years. Trying to do it here today. The 1-2. High and tight on a fastball. Even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Carson-Newman has won 9 consecutive home series. The only time since 1990 that LR has left here with series wins, 1995 and 2002. Carson-Newman leads 3-0 here in the 5th. The break even. Jackson checks his swing. They appeal and say that Jackson laid off of a breaking ball down and away to run the count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Jackson has a great eye at the plate. First base is open with Genter in the on-deck circle. Carson-Newman leads 21st ranked Lenoir-Rhyne 3-0. Patrick settles in, glances at second base, and will nearly throw back to second as he hopped off of the mound. And Laskowski, who was sneaking in behind Goforth, was waiting for the throw, but Goforth got back to the bag without the need of a toss. 1 out, runner at second, bottom of the 5th, 3-0 Carson-Newman. And a payoff pitch from Patrick is on the way. And that hits Jackson on the left arm. And he draws the free pass. That puts him at first and second base with 1 out for Micah Genter, who doubled his last time up. Well, either way you cut it, would have been a free pass. Would have been either ball 4 or hit batter. So now Genter, who's 1 for 2 on the day, has extended his hitting streak to 7 in a row now for Carson-Newman. Stober's out to the mound to have a word with Patrick. Carson-Newman leading by 3. Pitching a shutout so far. Goforth out at second base, Jackson at first. After the mound visit, third baseman Ramirez is on the grass. First baseman Perino playing behind Jackson. Patrick turns it loose and now looks back at second base. Well, he lifted that leg and had me fooled. Thought he was coming to the plate instead. Lifted the leg and turned back to second, and the shortstop, Attilis, was heading back there, and Patrick decided to eat it as Goforth got back. Now the first pitch of the sequence is a high slider that Stober has to leap up and catch to his left. Carson-Newman has scored in each of the last 3 innings. Couple home runs in that stretch. Sandwiched around a 2-out knock from Daughtry. And here with 1 out and 2 on in the 5th inning, looking to expand the advantage. Here's the pitch. Genter flies it down the left field line, slicing towards the corner. Yanesta giving chase, but he will not catch up to it in time as it bangs off the second home plate in the bullpen down the left field line, Carson-Newman's bullpen. To even the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Well, very good speed on the base paths here for the Eagles. And you know, Genter's thinking about doing what he did the last time he was up there, and that split the gap. Patrick's ready to go with the count at 1-1. A look back at second. Here's the pitch. Genter watches a fastball on the outside corner for a strike. 1-2. Well, Patrick has 5 punch-outs. And Genter is one of the toughest in the conference to strike out. Once every 12 at-bats. Second hardest hitter in the league to fan. Right-hander's ready. The 1-2. Genter rolls it out to second base. It's picked up by Laskowski. Throws to second. Not in time. It was a high throw, and Attilis couldn't keep the foot on the bag. Everybody's safe. And Carson-Newman has the bases loaded with 1 out. Laskowski getting greedy. And a high throw. Attilis couldn't keep his right foot on the bag. Everybody's safe. Goforth to third. Jackson now at second, and the fielder's choice has loaded the bases for Killian Daughtry with 1 out. 3-0. Eagles on top, and now with an opportunity to try to blow this thing open. Daughtry this year 3 for 9 with the bases juiced. And here in the 5th, a big chance. Patrick pitches, and he misses just below the kneecaps with a fastball for ball 1. And now that brings a visit to the mound. Derek Beasley making his way out to the mound to have a conversation here with Patrick. Well, Carson-Newman has at the very least run his pitch count up. It's now at 73 pitches, and Matt Bradley, I'm taking a look at him right now. He's starting to walk down the left field line to get loose again, and this is what he typically does. He is one of those pitchers that walks around a lot. Bradley has been excellent so far on the mound for Carson-Newman. 5 shutout innings, 6 strikeouts, 3 hits. 40 of his 56 pitches have been strikes. And he's going to spend some time down in the bullpen to get loose, as he has been in the dugout for a long time, as this inning has seen Carson-Newman load the bases with 1 out. Meeting is over. 1 ball, no strikes. Daughtry back into the box. Patrick stretches. He fires, and Daughtry takes down and in. 2 balls and no strikes. Lenoir-Rhyne starting to get some activity in their bullpen. Can't tell who it is because it's hidden behind the right field wall. But activity going down in LR's bullpen. Eagles have the bases loaded and 1 out. 2 balls, no strikes. Here's the pitch. And that bounces out in front of the brown turf. And it's 3 balls and no strikes. Patrick just overthrew that ball. Trying to get everything behind it, and that ball went about 55 feet. Three balls and no strikes. Right-hander's ready to go. The pitch right down the middle for a strike, 3-1. Well, I understand where Laskowski was going, but if you just take the out at first base, you're probably only going to get one out anyway. It's the second out of the inning. Sure, there are runners at second and third base, but takes a lot of the pressure off of Patrick. Nevertheless, bases loaded and one out. Now the 3-1. Daughtry lines it into right field. That drops in for a base hit. Goforth in to score. Rounding third, Jackson. He's racing to the plate. He slides head first across the dish. A two-run single from Daughtry has pushed the lead out to 5-0 in the fifth inning. Third RBI of the day for Killian Daughtry. Over to third base goes Genter. And both times Daughtry has gone the opposite field. And that is the end of the line for Patrick. Killian Daughtry, clutch hitting. As a team this year, Carson-Newman was only hitting .246 with the bases loaded. But that is the fourth in 10 at-bats for Daughtry. It expands the lead to 5-0. And here in the fifth inning with one out, Lenoir-Rhyne's going to the bullpen. Eagles on top here against the 21st ranked team in the country. We'll tell you about the new hurler when we return to Mossy Creek in a moment on the Eagle Sports Network.
Protect your home from unwanted electrical surges like lightning. AEC can install a surge protection device at your electric meter. The device works by diverting excess voltage either back into the system or to the ground. AEC also offers power strips for use inside your home to protect electronics and other items. The cost of this protective service from AEC is $9.95 per month. Ordering today affords you no connection fee. AEC. We're power with purpose.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long. From the morning with her $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
At the Kate Insurance Agency, our focus is you. The Kate Insurance Agency offers personalized protection plans to cover your auto, home, business, or life and health. At Kate Insurance, our goal is to partner with you in determining your insurance needs and to provide the best customer service. At Kate Insurance, we believe that loyalty is a quality that is earned. You are important to us. Call 865-475-3391 for a quote today or visit kateinsuranceagency.com.
How do you show your support for Carson-Newman? Head over to shopseeandeagles.com right now where they have all of your needs covered. From clothing to outfitting your tailgate party, whether you're hunting, fishing, or on the golf course, shopseeandeagles.com is the place for you. All of your everyday essentials from pens to phone chargers are in one place. For the best gear in the business, visit shopseeandeagles.com today.
If you want to talk about one of the most dominant relief pitchers in the conference this season, that's who Lenoir-Rhyne turns to. A 6'1", 190-pound redshirt junior out of Iowa City, Iowa, Braden Houston. What a year he is having. 24 and 2/3 innings pitched. He's given up just 2 earned runs all season long as he makes his 19th appearance of the year. That is a team high for Houston. And he replaces Andrew Patrick in the rotation for Lenoir-Rhyne, and it is a 5-0 Carson-Newman lead. Eagles have scored for a 4th consecutive inning. A 2-run RBI knock into right field by Killian Daughtry, his third RBI of the day. Has made it a 5-0 ball game in Houston, who has given up just one run in his last 6 outings, is on in relief here in the 5th inning, looking to put an end to Carson-Newman's rally. Eagles have him at the corners with 1 out in the bottom of the 5th. And Harrison Travis, who has homered and struck out in this game, will get his turn in the box. I mentioned it earlier. He is sizzling hot. Last 2 months of baseball hitting north of 350. He's homered 5 times this week, and he stands in a 5-0 game in the 5th. Houston comes set, and the right-hander brings it on up there, and Travis swings and misses. Looked like a changeup from Houston, the way that Travis was out in front of it. Well, this year for Houston, he has one outing where he's really extended himself. That was 4 2/3 against Mars Hill on April 1st. Shutout innings in that affair. The 0-2 slider that Travis punches at to right field. Bell drifting back. Should be deep enough to get the run in. He makes the grab. Genter's crossing the plate. It's a sacrifice fly from Travis. You'll take that every day of the week if you're Carson-Newman. And that is a great piece of hitting by Travis. A sacrifice fly, a 3rd run of the inning, and a 6-0 Carson-Newman lead. That is terrific from Travis. And something that is a lost art in today's game of baseball. Get the man over, get him in. As here's Andrew Carpenter. He homered his last at bat. Daughtry at first. Houston unwinds and misses downstairs. 1-0. Well, in this inning, a leadoff single from Goforth. Sacrifice bunt. Jackson hit by a pitch. Genter reaching on a fielder's choice where nobody was retired. 2-run single Daughtry. Sac fly Travis. And now Carpenter. Houston's 1-0. Misses low and outside. 2-0. 7th man of the inning to come to the plate is Andrew Carpenter. In his 5th home run of the season with 1 out in the 4th. And here in the 5th, looking to keep the line moving along. Carson-Newman leading at 6-0. The 2-0. Up and in, up around the chin strap of Carpenter. 3 balls, no strikes. So Patrick, 4 1/3 innings, 7 hits, 5 strikeouts. He's given up 6 runs, and he's still responsible for Daughtry over at first. Houston's ready. The 3-0. That's inside. Ball 4. Misses with 4 consecutive, and then he pushes that one inside. And now Matt Parkinson, who struck out twice today, after a 3-hit game in our first affair of the day, will get his swings. Carson-Newman 6, Lenoir-Rhyne 0. Bottom of the 5th inning. And remember, this is a 7-inning game, so LR only has 6 more outs to work with. Eagles looking for more insurance against a potent Lenoir-Rhyne lineup. Houston settling in on the first base side of the slab. Lifts the leg and fires, and it's bounced over to third base. Bobbled by the third baseman, Ramirez, but then he turns around after picking it up in his glove, and he takes it to the third base bag to end the inning. Carson-Newman, though, strikes. The Eagles get 3 runs in the 5th, and after 5, Carson-Newman has a 6-0 lead on the 21st ranked team in the country here on the Eagles Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City, Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Insurance, it's about people, not things. It's about security. It's about confidence. It's about relationships. It's about trust. It's about you. As a local independent agent, Bible Insurance Agency can design an insurance program that's just right for you and your family. Give the people you love safe, sound, secure protection from Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency, 423-586-4320, or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown.
Matt Bradley back to work in the 6th inning. The right-handed pitcher has thrown 56 pitches, and he works with a 6-0 lead in hand here against this very good Lenoir-Rhyne team that leads the conference in home runs. And the right-handed pitching Bradley will deal with 9-1-2 in the LR lineup. Eric Ramirez, who was struck out in this game, will dig into the batter's box to start off this inning. Bradley working for the 6th inning of work in a 6-0 ball game. Ramirez into the box from the right side as Bradley's first pitch of the inning is popped up. First base side, this one will get back over towards the seats for strike one. Well, we don't have access to the first pitch strikes for Bradley, but boy, he has gotten ahead early here in counts. As the right-hander pitches, and he zips one in there for a called strike to get ahead at 0-2. And the 2-strike pitch went with a slider down and away and came up short and outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Bradley pitches. Ramirez flies it down the right field line, out of play. Keeping the count at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Well, Bradley's given up 3 hits. 2 have gone for extra bases. He has 7 flyouts and just 1 ground out. As he's ready with a 1-2 pitch. Here it is. Swing and a miss. He elevates the fastball, and Ramirez is down on strikes. That's the 7th of the game for Matt Bradley.
Now batting, second
He goes up in the zone and gets the strikeout. So a good pitch from Bradley to get the punch out. And now the top of the lineup in Laskowski as he takes a changeup on the outside corner for strike one. Laskowski today has struck out and flown to left. Bradley has the sign from Parkinson as he delivers. It's hit sharply out towards short, backhanded by Genter, reaching across his body. He picks it and throws out Laskowski at first. 7 in a row retired by Bradley.
Center fielder, number 8, Wade Kuda.
And with 2 outs and nobody on, he deals with Wade Kuda, who the last time up there, Bradley fanned him on 3 pitches, and he struck out Kuda both times today. 6-0 Eagles in the 6th. Bradley pitching. Fastball's a swing and a miss. He is going right at one of the top power hitters in the country. Here's the 0-1, and it's fouled back, 0-2. Well, Kuda has swung and missed against Bradley. Five times. The 0-2. High on a fastball, 1-2. And this is his 3rd at bat. Bradley very deceptive out there. The senior right-hander in a 6-0 game in the 6th. He turns loose the 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Bradley fans Kuda for the 3rd time. And while he's at it, matches a season high with his 8th strikeout. 6 shutout innings for Bradley. And with the Eagles on top, 6-0. A chance to add to their lead for what they hope to be the final time today. 6-0 going to the bottom of the 6th. Step out for a break. New pitcher coming in for LR. We'll tell you about him when we come back on the Eagles Sports Network.
The
The #1 source for Carson-Newman athletics gear is shopseeandeagles.com, where you can find gear from Adidas, Columbia, Nike, and Under Armour. Shirts, jerseys, sweatshirts, shorts, pants, hats, and scarves. ShopSeeingEagles.com is your source for everything CN. You can even show your school spirit on your smartphone or tablet. All of your game day essentials can be found in one place. ShopSeeingEagles.com.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City has deals for Carson-Newman students. Bring in your valid student ID when you order for pickup or delivery, and Domino's in Jefferson City will give you a steaming hot large one-topping pizza for $4.99. That's a large one-topping pizza for Carson-Newman students for $4.99 at Domino's in Jeff City. Call 865-471-6700 to order. That's 865-471-6700. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
With AEC's You Save Advantage program, take advantage and upgrade your home to save on energy. Eliminate large upfront investments and allow energy savings to provide the payments for energy upgrades on your bill. An AEC certified energy inspector visits your home to determine the options for energy efficiency. Then AEC installs the new energy efficiency measures and recovers its cost with a charge on your electric bill. Contact AEC today to start saving. AEC, we're power with purpose.
Braden Houston gets 2 outs. He walks a batter in relief for Lenoir-Rhyne, and now the Bears go back into the bullpen here in the bottom of the 6th inning, calling upon a redshirt junior right-hander out of the Tar Heel State. Michael Allen is the new pitcher for the Bears. Allen making his 16th appearance of the season. He's only walked 1 batter in 12 1/3 innings, so a strike thrower on in relief for LR, and he faces off against Bryce Hanley. Hanley entered the game in the top half of this inning out at second base, and he has 1 at bat so far this week and a fly out to center field. Carson-Newman leads 6-0, looking to put this thing away. 3 outs to get in the field. Allen will work out of the stretch as Carson-Newman has scored in 4 consecutive innings. The pitch. Slider misses outside for ball 1. Carson-Newman with 6 runs on 7 base hits. They've only left 3 on the day as they have come up with 2 hits with runners in scoring position. That's as many at-bats as LR has had. The 1-0. Hanley loops it down the first baseline, but foul. Count evens at 1-1. Well, if you're looking forward to the top of the 7th inning, it'll be Yanesta, Clarno, Attilis, should anybody reach, Perino. That's 3, 4, and 5 in the Lenoir-Rhyne lineup against Matt Bradley. 1 ball, 1 strike. Right-hander pitches. That misses inside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Well, after an offensive outburst in game number 1 of this series, and more of a pitcher's duel here in this one. The 2-1 on the inside corner with a slider, 2-2. Patrick, 6 earned runs in 4 1/3 innings for the right-hander. And now into the bullpen. 6 runs, by far the most given up by Patrick this year. The 2-2 is in at the knees for strike 3 call. Allen gets the first punch out. The most runs that Patrick had given up this year was 4, and it had happened twice against Tusculum and Anderson in back-to-back outings. Otherwise, he'd given up 3 runs or fewer at a couple games where he didn't give up anything. And he gives up a season-high 6. So both LR starters have given up season highs for runs in their outings. Here's Luke Goforth as he swings the first pitch, sails it into right, sinking in a hurry. It's going to drop in for a base hit in front of Bell. Second hit of the game for Goforth. 8th overall for the Eagles, and here comes Jordan Griffin, who's 0 for 1 with a sacrifice bunt. Carson-Newman leads 6-0. Here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Griffin in the box. Allen dangles that arm out as he leans over. Now brings it back as he comes set. He pitches, and Griffin watches a slider miss down around the turf. 1-0. Eagles looking to even up this series. 1 ball and no strikes. Allen pitches, runner takes off. Griffin floats one out towards right center. It bounces off the lip of the infield turf and outfield grass for a base hit, and over at third base goes Goforth on a hit and run. I think if Goforth is not running there, that's a routine play for Laskowski. Griffin had to bring the hands back in, and Laskowski, who was standing at second base, could do nothing there other than just mercifully watch the ball hit the lip of where the turf separates the outfield grass, and it drops in for a base hit. Well, sometimes the bounce goes your way, and that's exactly what happens there for the Eagles. Runners at the corners, 1 out. Henry Jackson up in a 6-0 game. A throw to first base, and Griffin back safely. Jackson 0 for 2. He's been hit by a pitch and scored a run. Allen settles in. The right-hander will throw to first again. Griffin back. Certainly have to pay attention to Jordan Griffin, as he has swiped 10 bags this year. And he can certainly run at any moment. Allen coming set. He brings it up there, and he misses outside with a fastball. Well, when you look at the leaderboard for stolen bases, no surprise here. The top 3 are from Newberry. Marine has stole 30 bags. Zane Terrence has 29, and LeBron has 19. Another throw to first base. Griffin back sliding. Jordan Griffin now 14th in the conference in stolen bases with those 10 this season. One ball and no strikes. There goes Griffin. Swing and a miss on a fastball, the throw down. Laskowski was screaming forward just in case Goforth was thinking about coming to the plate. Instead, Griffin swipes his 11th bag of the year. That puts him in the top 10 in the conference now. Count is at 1 ball and 1 strike, and now the infield comes in for Lenoir-Rhyne here in the 6th. One ball and 1 strike, and then time called. Coach Chris Ramirez came out of the dugout to have a quick comment for the infield, saying halfway. And Allen decided to step off to make sure that his defense would get set. 1-1 the count. Allen pitches. Jackson flies it off of first base out of play. 1 ball and 2 strikes. There's a pretty big gap in left center field right now because Kuda is playing towards right center. There's an even bigger hole down the first base line. Perino is way off of the bag, covering up that hole between first and second base. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Allen delivers, and Jackson hits one in the air out to shallow right. Bell is coming forward. He's camped out under it, makes the catch. Goforth will not run as the throw comes back in. And Jackson unable to get the runner in from third base. It's a second out of the inning. And now Micah Genter will stand in, and that'll allow Lenoir-Rhyne to go back to its usual defensive alignment. And here comes Chris Ramirez out of the dugout, and he is going to the bullpen. So they're going to bring in a new pitcher here to face off against Genter. 2 outs in the 6th. Carson-Newman leads 6-0. Step out for a break. We'll tell you about the new pitcher when we come back to Mossy Creek in a moment on the Eagles Sports Network.
Don't know what to wear on game day? Head over to shopseeandeagles.com for all of your Carson-Newman athletics gear. You can find clothing from Adidas, Columbia, Nike, and Under Armour to cover you from head to toe. Shopseeandeagles.com also has duffel bags, backpacks, jewelry, pet supplies, and gifts. Don't waste any more time. Prove you are the ultimate Carson-Newman fan with the official gear of the Eagles at shopseeandeagles.com. Visit today.
I joined the Guard for the simple fact that I could be home and also in the military. So I can have a civilian job and also in the military. I would tell somebody who's trying to join the Guard and thinking about it that it's a great opportunities for school, training, discipline, leadership. There's a lot of opportunities. It broadens your perspective.
Text 278-ACR to 70000 to join the Tennessee Army National Guard.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Looking to make your home more comfortable and affordable? Maybe a new electric heat pump or new attic insulation? And don't forget new doors and windows. AEC is here to help. We've got a quality contractor network, easy financing, and ANC inspects every job to assure the highest quality satisfaction. Visit our website at aecoop.org for application, contractor list, and more details. AEC, we're power with purpose.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Rookie left-hander Caleb Cockrum is on the pitch in the bottom of the 6th inning. The southpaw making his 16th appearance of the year. He's been really good. 1.93 ERA. Opponents hitting just 204 against him. And Micah Genter will flip back over to hit from the right-hand side. Again, for the second time today. 6-0 Eagles. Bottom of the 6th inning. 2 outs, runners at second and third. Eagles looking for maybe a little more insurance here. Left-hander coming set. He pitches, and he slides a slider in there for strike one at the knees. Carson-Newman looking to score for a 5th straight inning. They were retired in order in the 1st, but got a run in each the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th innings, and then a 3-run 5th inning has a lead out to 6. 0-1. Genter rolls it back up the middle. To his right, Laskowski circles around, throws on the run to first. Leaning out is Perino to retire Genter and end the inning. So the Eagles strand a pair in scoring position. But Carson-Newman leads by 6-0 tally. Last chance for the Bears. We go to the top of the 7th. Bradley looking for the complete game effort. With Carson-Newman on top, 6-0 here on the Eagles Sports Network.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
At Aramark, this year we go back to our foundation. At Aramark, we are great food and great service with great guests. That is the Aramark way. From coffee at Maples to sandwiches in Stokely, Aramark is here to produce high-quality food for you. A foundation of fresh food, a foundation of speedy service, and a foundation that's built for you, now and for the future. That is the Aramark way.
6-0, Carson-Newman leads Lenoir-Rhyne, top of the 7th inning. 3, 4, and 5 due up for the Bears. Carson-Newman trying to pin this one down. Matt Bradley at 66 pitches, looking for the complete game. Drew Yanesta, who's 1 for 2 on the day, will stand in. Bradley pitches, and he starts him with a slider. That's a swing and a foul tip by the right-handed hitter for strike 1. No action in Carson-Newman's bullpen right now. This one on Bradley. Here's the 1-strike pitch. Stays high. 1 ball and 1 strike. Well, Bradley looking to pin this one down as he's ready with a 1-1 slider on the outside corner for a strike. You remember back on Sunday, Carson-Newman had a 1-0 lead in the 7th inning, but they pulled Bradley the inning before at 87 pitches. The 1-2. Swing and a foul tip. It's gloved by Parkinson for strike 3. And that is a season-high 9th punch-out for Bradley. And you know that Matt Bradley, after how that game ended up with Tusculum walking it off in the bottom of the 7th inning, that he wasn't going to let that happen again. Nick Clarno stands in, and the first pitch to him is this swing and a miss on a changeup down for strike 1. 6-0. Carson-Newman on top. Bradley 2 strikeouts shy of a career high. The 0-1 on the outside. No, off the outside corner. They appeal down to first, and Randy Hart says that Clarno did not swing. That looked like that was a strike either way. The 1-1. This time it is a bouncing ball, third base side. Bradley fields his position, picks it, throws to first. That retires Clarno, and there's 2 outs with nobody on. For the right-handed hitting shortstop, Luis Attilis. 6-0. Carson-Newman on top. Top of the 7th inning. Bradley looking for the complete game shutout. And the right-handed pitcher will work out of the windup as he's into his motion and pitching. And a line drive rocket into left field for a base hit. And that puts an end to 10 in a row retired by Bradley. That is the first base runner that he has given up since a single with 1 out in the 4th inning to Yanesta.
First baseman, number 20, Anthony
So
Perino.
that extends the inning in the ball game. Carson-Newman 6, Lenoir-Rhyne 0. Top of the 7th inning. And Anthony Perino, who's 0 for 2 on the day, will dig in. Bradley looking to put the finishing touches as he delivers. And it's a swing and a miss. Good pitch across the belt for a strike. That was number 75 of the day in terms of pitches. Right-hander looking down the barrel at the sign. And here's the 0-1. Fouled straight back off of the bricks out towards the mound. No balls and 2 strikes. Bradley getting ahead. Carson-Newman's last shutout of a conference team at Coker last year on April 18th. Matt Coles went the distance in 7 innings. No balls and 2 strikes. Bradley pitches. Hit hard, back up the middle and into center field for a base hit. LR not done yet, and that might get the bullpen up and moving. Second hit of the inning after Bradley had given up 3 in his first 6. Here's the pitch. Bouncing ball to third. Carpenter picks, steps on the third base bag. That wraps it up. Matt Bradley spins. A complete game shutout. The final score, Carson-Newman 6, Lenoir-Rhyne 0. Bradley, in dominating fashion, spins the shutout here against the Bears. And Matt Bradley puts aside the 21st ranked team in the country. The final score, 6-0. All Matt Bradley in this one. He's gone his last 13 2/3 innings without giving up a run. And he tosses a complete game shutout. And the Eagles have evened up this series at a game apiece. The final score once again, 6-0. Carson-Newman wins the ball game. And now the Eagles and the Bears will play tomorrow afternoon to stake claim for a series victory. We'll have that game for you at 1 o'clock. Hope you can tune in for that broadcast. It's been great to have you with us today. Game 1 went LR. Big offense from the Bears. 14-6 winners for LR. Game 2 goes to Carson-Newman. 6-0. Eagles dominate behind the start of Matt Bradley. We'll talk to you again tomorrow. Until then, good night, everybody.